What's going on, people? Tony here. This is Football Fan TV, and I'm here with Benji because today we are going to the Etihad. I don't have the energy that I had from the start of the season or the other last three episodes we've been doing because we have bottled it, and we are going to the Etihad or the empty head when I don't have energy, unless God is on our side. Benji, how you doing?
Definitely feeling confident. I'm doing great. Hi everyone. Yeah, it's gonna be an exciting game, and I look forward to it. I can't wait.
To be honest, I don't have any confidence. I don't have any energy. I am not even looking forward to watching the game. My fellow Arsenal fan, Patrick, who will have soon on the pod, already said he needs someone who is going to console him and also, how do they call him? Give him, how do they call it? I don't know the word here. Console him and also prevent him from getting issues with his mental health. So basically, on Wednesday, it's just going to be the end. Ateta, thank you for bringing us to the level that we are not ready for. You gave us hope, but I think it's really not happening.
Yeah, well, we've seen that. We've seen that happen with young teams over the years, and yeah, you guys basically overachieved, and now shit is getting real. So let's see how you do in the
Yeah.
remaining six games.
But I think we had a chance before the Liverpool game, and actually after the draw at Liverpool, we still had a chance, I believe. But then those two draws again, totally, that was the bottling of the decade or century, I think, man. Because
Yo,
there is
I
nothing I
looked
can really say after here.
honestly, like you, when I looked at your upcoming fixtures, I was sure you'd have a hard time between Man City, Chelsea, and Newcastle. There's that first fixtures you guys have Brighton. So I felt like that's where you'd have issues right after the Etihad,
Mm.
and then you guys just gifted us an opportunity way earlier than that. And yeah, what else can we do? We just have to capitalize. 10 wins in a row. I don't think that's gonna change tonight. I think it will be pretty much like the first leg. Man City dictates the pace. You've not picked up a point at the Etihad since 2017, and your last win there was in 2015. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
my
that
chance,
we last
your
picked a
chances are
point
raised.
against you lot in 2016, and then the last win was in 2015. Santi Cazorla scored a goal in Giroud that game, I
Yeah.
remember, and yo, it has not been happening. The only chance we got was we beat you lot at Wembley. That was in the FA Cup, and it looks like we're not going to reach near Wembley with you lot again because the levels are a
Obama
little bit
who?
high. And
Obama who?
Obama, Obama, blood clot young, but that boy has really suffered. And anyway,
Uh,
Benji, we are going to do the combined 11 because the game is tonight. The spirits are not
yeah.
there, but I believe I'll have to first go to my village people, and you never know. A miracle might happen, and my mood might be tomorrow when it's much better. So, Benji, I think I'll start with you. Who do you think makes it to your combined 11? Man City versus Arsenal. Who gets to your combined 11?
All right. So first of all, a little known fact about myself. On weekends, I coach an under 14 team in soccer in Kamucha. You guys should come
Yeah,
through sometime if you can make the time. Um,
sure.
it's one of the things I'm proudest of at this stage in my life, and yeah, I'm glad that now I have a platform where I can share that and also share a bit of knowledge from here and there. So for this season, we're doing for the season, not for the game, right?
For the game, just the Man City Arsenal. Which players do you think makes it to your combined 11 for the game?
Okay. I think my formation for this game would be a 3-1-3-3. And
Mm,
I'd have Ramsdale as my goalkeeper. Um,
okay.
I'd have, and of course he's unfit right now. So me, I'm just gonna, if it's okay, I'm just gonna give my squad for the season between the two teams.
Yeah.
Um, Hypothetically, if this was, let's choose between Man City and Arsenal players, who will have in our squad? I'd have
Mm,
Saliba as my
mm,
as my central defender, right on the heart
okay.
of that defense. Sorry, he would be sitting in the heart of the defense. On his left would be Ake,
Three.
on
Yeah.
his right would be John Stones. And then
Yeah.
we move on to the pivot. guys have been talking all season, Casemiro and Pate, but yo, have you
Rodri,
seen Rodri
yeah,
season?
yeah,
My guy,
Rodri is on another level, and
yeah,
he's really good. He's got different minerals.
yeah, he's topping the charts all the way around. I remember when Tony Cruz was brought to Madrid, his pass accuracy was crazy. It was about 96, and
Mm,
overall he has not yet dropped below 90 like throughout his career, which is crazy. But Rodri has been performing so well this season. He's chipped in with a couple of big goals. He's been consistent with them interceptions. He has the most passes in the league, so he would definitely be my pivot. And then the three-man midfield: KDB, Odegaard, and there's still a battle
mm.
between Gundo and Bernardo, but I think Bernardo all the way. So
Bernardo goes in. Yeah, yeah.
KDB, Bernardo, and Odegaard, and then up front I'd have Haaland, Martinelli, and Saka. That's my
So
that's my
that's
11.
your
Yeah,
combined 11, yeah. It's
yeah,
really not so far from mine. Though before we go to mine, I think I would say something that I think you noticed. I think Rodri deserved the second yellow against Liverpool, and I think you also believe you think like me. He was so lucky, and I wish he just got that second yellow. Trust me, it was going to affect that team one way or the other because people don't see the work Rodri does for Man City, but he's one of the most vital players. However
yeah.
much there is good one can chip in and put in a shift in that position or Calvin Phillips, but Rodri is really levels
He's top
above
tier.
all of them.
Yeah,
So yeah,
he's
so
top
I
tier.
believe Pate, Rodri, and Casemiro. I would take Rodri anytime. For now, I'll take him. So lucky that he did not get the yellow card, the second yellow, but
If
I
we,
hope
if we if we
he gets a red.
overanalyze, if we analyze the season and look at
Yeah.
the games where you guys have been lucky, we'll also find some where you got away with a few things. But let's not go there. Let's just carry on. These are good times. These are good times. Let's just carry on.
These are good times for you, yeah. So I
Yeah,
think for
yeah,
me as well in goal, I would go with Ramsdale. I think he has more clean sheets than Ederson this season. He has
yeah,
really done good, and also the saves. He has really put in a shift, though. In the Southampton game, he really gifted Southampton a goal, and
yeah.
I think that's part of the game.
He picked
He's
a
a
lead
young
from the
goalkeeper, I
hair. I
believe.
think he watched the hair like 3 days back, and he was like, "Oh,
He
let me
picked a
also
leap
do
from there,
something."
just copying notes like, yo, the guy, you did this. Let me also do
Yeah,
this.
let me also do it.
So I think he's a young goalkeeper being 22, 23. Goalkeepers normally get better as they get old. I hope he's going to get
Yeah.
better. So I would go with him in goal, and then I would have a 4-3-3 my formation, and then I would
Okay.
have White and popular opinion, but I'm going to go with Ben White on the
All
right
right.
back, and then I am going to put John Stones as my first centre back. He has been good this season, and Diaz has not been so consistent the way he has been ever since he came to Man City. Maybe injuries and also the form. And
Yeah.
then I would go with Stones, and then also this one may be unpopular. I am going to put Gabriel as my left centre back. Yes, I know it's going to be unpopular to you. Yeah? I'm going to put him. Gabriel has had a good season. Not the best because he had rushed errors, decisions he has really made. Even like the penalty he gave away against Southampton. Was it Southampton or West Ham? I think one of them. Yeah, it was
Mm.
West Ham. He gave away that penalty after that party error. Then he pulled a tackle, which was not really necessary. So I would go with
Yeah.
him. Then I have Ake as my number three. I would not put Zinchenko there. Ake has had a very good season. Zinchenko helps the team one way or the other, but Ake has been a very silent assassin for Manchester City that no one actually sees. But he has been one of
Yeah.
my best defender for Man City this season. That's my
Yeah.
back four. And then in the midfield, in the pivot, I'll have Rodri alone. And then I'll have Odegaard on the right hand side, right center mid. And then on the left center mid, I'll have KDB. There's no way you can leave KDB out of that team. On my right, I had issues with choosing the inverted winger. Either I would go with Mahrez or I would go with Saka, but then I think I've gone with Saka. He has double figures, double numbers in both assist and goals. So I think Saka has had a good season, and I believe he would have a say in the young player of the season. hopefully.
Yeah.
So I would go with Saka on my inverted wing. That is number 7. Then of course the number 9. There is no debate. The robot Erling Haaland goes in there. 32 goals, and there is no way. There is no any other goal scorer better than him on planet Earth right now. And then on the left, I still had also issues on choosing either I would go with Grealish or Martinelli, but then I ended up going with Martinelli. Grealish has picked up form lately, and Manchester City is trying to see maybe the worth, the 100 million they paid for him, maybe is trying to pay off. But then I would go with Martinelli. He has also hit, I think he has 15 goals now, just like Rashford.
Yeah.
I think he's not getting the praise that he deserves, and he's really a good player. Uh,
Yeah.
the only challenge I have with him is his head is always down. If he could put his head up, he would be more dangerous than he is. So my combined 11 will have Ramsdale, White, Stones, Gabriel, Ake. In the midfield, and I have Rodri, Odegaard, KDB, Saka, Haaland, and Martinelli. So that is my combined 11.
I love that our attacks are similar. We chose the same players on
Which
attack.
was the same
Um,
front three, yes.
yeah, same front three, same midfield. It's only
Same
the defense.
midfield, yes.
Yeah.
The
Um.
defense had the difference.
Yeah. Slight difference, but it's actually a big difference because Gabriel picking Gabriel
Yeah.
over Diaz is kind of criminal. Diaz has been pulling in consistent performances, especially in the Champions League. He was definitely our
Mm,
player of the game against Bayern. Like definitely, he didn't get the trophy, but he played so well against Bayern. The game could have
mm,
been different if Musiala had scored that goal. His block saved us.
mm,
It's undoubted that Ramsdale takes it. Like even though on paper, he has played two more games than Ederson, and he has two more clean sheets than
yeah.
Ederson, but he has
Than
had
him, yeah.
78 saves in key
Yes.
matches. The Liverpool game, my God, that was like Thibaut
Mad,
Courtois in the
mad,
Champions
mad
League
saves.
final. That was like
I
Courtois in
know,
the
yeah.
Champions League.
And we were talking, well, like if Arsenal really had a chance and took the trophy, I think Ramsdale would need a statue at the Emirates, and also maybe Reece Nelson would
Too
deserve
soon,
one. But now
too
we are
soon,
not
too
talking
soon.
about that because we are the kings of bottle jobs. Though I think Manu yeah, are the kings of bottle jobs. Do you remember when Manu was ahead of City, and then there
Yeah,
were 4 games left, and
yeah.
then the bottle did. So I
No one,
think
no one
that's
can.
the worst bottle job ever. Not even at least us. I think Manu, those guys, it was Ferguson's time. Remember,
Yeah,
4 games, and the guys were, was it 8 points ahead? I think they were 8 points ahead. But then it was that Aguero moment. So basically, 4 games to go, and you really bottled the league. No,
yeah,
I think we have bottled it, but the best bottlers are Manchester United, your neighbors.
definitely. The noisy neighbors had they'll sweep it under the rug because it was Sir Alex Ferguson. They'll say, da da da. But we all know they were the original butlers of the league. You guys, honestly, I'll be honest with you, Tony.
Yeah,
On Sunday night, a friend of mine who's an Arsenal fan, very good friend of mine, he called me at about 11 p.m. and he was like,
yeah.
I'm sorry. And I was like, why? He's like, I'm sorry. I ever argued with you that would not bottle the league. I'm really sorry. I give up. It's yours. And I tried to console him and I tried to tell him that, bro, it's not gone. These things still happen. Pep has a famous saying. He once said that until the ref says, okay, now you can go home,
It's
nothing
done.
is over. Yeah. A game is 90 minutes. And the way things are right now, we can end up trophyless this season. If Madrid whoops our ass, if Manu somehow takes us to penalties and
I
Lindelof
doubt.
scores in the roof, like
I
it can
doubt.
happen.
I doubt. No chance. No chance, bro.
The beauty,
There are some things,
the beauty of
I am so optimistic, though not delusional. But Arsenal has no chance totally, unless, like you said, Manchester City bottles it one way or the other. That will be so inevitable. But the chances are just like this. That part of a needle where you put a thread. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the size of the hope we have. So basically,
My guy.
it's done. There is nothing really, and
My
it's,
guy, we
there's
have
no
a
way you're going to
fully
go trophyless. Mm.
yeah, we have a fully fit squad and it was one thing that Haaland has added in this team. Like, if there's anything they could add, which we already have in abundance, is belief. Haaland is that one guy. Before the game starts, he's smiling like like a psycho. Like
He's
he's
always smiling and he's
excited to
always
lose.
gassed up. He knows, like, you know
He's
what?
always just
I am going to be scoring. We are winning,
exactly.
yes.
And as long as he scores, we win. So yeah, I don't see that happening. But again, for you Arsenal fans out there, I'm telling you, anything is possible. Let's
Nah,
see in the
don't
next
don't
90
give us the
minutes.
hope, bro. Don't give us the hope. We already had the hope, and then it has led us to this point where my friends
Yeah,
need people to help them with their mental health. Cause
yeah,
nah, we don't need that hope, bro. We should just be there and be like, okay, this season we tried, we've achieved, we want a top four. Let's go to
yeah,
the next phase of the build up on the process. So basically, I think that's it.
yeah. I agree. I agree.
Yeah. So if you're liking the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, share, comment, and smash the like button. And so tonight, what do you think? Uh, do we stand any chance? Oh, there is no
I'll
chance at all.
be the stats don't lie and the fitness doesn't lie. The charisma and the form. I think it's gonna be a 4-2 win for Man City.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a
I think
prediction.
there'll be
So
goals in this game because Arsenal is gonna be fired up. They know it's their last chance, and City will exploit that to score some goals. But also Arsenal carries a potential goal threat, so I think it will be 4-2.
I hate to say it, but we are going to go there with all the belief and maybe all the energy, charisma, and all the enthusiasm. But then we'll come up with mistakes that will just we'll end up on the spot, and then just like that. But I hope uh, it ends 2-1 in favor of Arsenal.
Bro,
I hope a
you should see your
little bit
body
like
language
that.
right now. You should see your
Like
body
from the
language right now.
start,
Like
I told you. I know,
you're
man.
even scared.
Ah,
You're scared
I
to share
am
your
scared.
prediction. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
I am
After the game,
scared. I,
after the Southampton
ah.
game, the way you guys fell on your knees in the middle of the pitch, it's like the season was done, and you still have six
the play,
games and a
the
5 point.
the players knew it, man. They knew it that fucked up, and then there was really nothing to do. This was the only chance, and that young squad really was going to get into the history books. But then it all went, and they saw it.
Yeah, this thing happens in all sports. Something similar is happening right now in the NBA. The Kings are taking on the Warriors. The Sacramento Kings. They've had an incredible season. They were the third in the West,
Yeah,
and this morning, sorry, on Monday morning, they had a game
yeah,
against the Warriors, where in the final
yeah,
seconds, Steph Curry, who's arguably one of the top five greatest players of all time, best shooter of all time, called for a
yeah,
timeout, which is a violation, and he gave them a window to come back into the game and win the game. But because they're the youngest team in the league, they bottled the opportunity. So it happens in sports, and it's sad to watch it happen to Arsenal right now. I honestly admire what they've done this season. The points tally doesn't lie. You guys have earned this trophy,
yeah,
but when it
yeah.
got to the time to pick it up, I think your boss something happened. You used to bully small teams, but now you don't. So yeah, it's gonna be a walk to the park the rest of the way. Unfortunately,
We were dreaming, and now we've woken up to the reality. So,
yeah. And
bro,
I don't
it's
think it will
it's
go
really hard.
down. Yeah, I don't think it
It's
will
really
even go
hard,
down
but
to goal difference. I don't think it will go down to goal difference. I think it will be like a 3 point, 4 point difference at the end of the season.
it's better than maybe the 1 point, which is going to be more painful. Eh?
The hope until the last day.
The last day. Look, Benji, it's always a pleasure to have you on the pod here. Thank you so much for always showing up. Thank you for always coming with your numbers and the statistics. People love your content and love to have you on the pod. I hope to see you on the next one. So, Benji, love and always much appreciated. So, we see after the game tonight. We'll see on the fan cam how whether I'm going to be rattled or I'm going to be happy or I will come here with the least hope gone. All that we'll see about that, Benji.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! If we win the game,
Uh-huh.
I'll
Yeah.
join the pod facing my curtains because that's the Man City Poznan. I'll the whole pod I'll not be facing the camera. I'll just show you my back because that's how we do it. Peace and love.
If we
Thank you guys
lose,
for
I'm wearing an Oduparaka jersey. We are also being relegated from the Uganda Premier League, unfortunately. So either way, I am losing from all fields. So
I didn't see
God,
that
it's just
coming,
not a
bro.
good time to be alive.
I didn't see that coming.
Peace, peace, cheers, bro.
Peace, bro. Cheers.